almost done with the walkthrough. Got 2 more paintings. So on this side, we have, I think, 2 of the statement pieces. This one is called Catalyst. My mother bought me this canvas right at the start of my creation, and she was like, I want you to create me a piece for the stairwell. So we have this beautiful piece. And she bought the canvas, she bought the paint. She really catalyzed this whole process. So shout out to my mom. And that's why I named it Catalyst, because I posted this online just for fun. Someone said to post it. It turned out really nice. I was like, why not? And it blew up on social media. And I just thought to myself, maybe we should do this more. And then we've kind of gone from there, and it's been so much fun. So we've got Catalyst. You might remember this painting, a lot of people did. I actually got recognized for the first time because of this painting, so that was very interesting, like a celebrity moment. And then this guy, this is the centerpiece of the art show. So this is entitled Toll. That's the name of the show. And this painting I think is best appreciated from a little bit further back. And I just love, because even though it was named before the piece was created, I think it really pulls you in. Like you kind of want to just run into it. And what's really cool is that this actually was a different painting. I had so many people telling me, oh, don't touch it, it's perfect. And then I have to touch it. Whenever it tells me to do something, I have to do the opposite. So I painted over this and created this white piece. And it's actually inspired me now to, this will be the centerpiece of all of my shows. So whenever I have another art show, I'll paint over this, and then whatever style I'm doing at the time, this will be created in that style. And so after 10, 20 art shows, this will have every single one of my centerpieces on it. I think that's such a special thing. And then the reason that I arranged this way is, if you look here, scoot back a little bit, you can see that this piece coincides with the first piece. So you can kind of see my progression from Spark to Toll. About a 1-year difference between these 2 paintings. And it's just been so much fun. I love that I had this opportunity, and it's just been a blast, and I love connecting with y'all. And this has just been so much fun, and I can't wait for the future. Hey guys, so this is the second half of my walkthrough of my art show. This piece is my installation piece. It's called Home. Essentially the concept is, this is a mock-up of my art studio, which is in Dallas. We're currently in Austin. And I am opening up my home, my art studio, to you guys. So this is a completely interactive piece. If you see here, this is the welcome mat, home sweet home. I look for the cheesiest welcome mat. I think I did pretty well here. But if we walk into the space, we have basically just this huge amalgamation of all of my my artwork. This is my drop cloth. I brought it. It weighs like 45, 50 pounds because there's so much paint on it. And I love it because there's so much history, so much meaning behind everything in here, but none of you guys know it. None of the people that interacted with it knows it. And the beauty of it is, when you guys paint something, when you put Sharpie on something, you've added to that meaning. Even some of the stuff is very personal. Like, I love lids, and some of these lids are from other people in my life, maybe people that aren't there anymore. And for you guys to paint over it or add something, it really adds this extra life to it. So if we look here, we have people like my friend Malcolm wrote this. I have no idea what it says, but there's so many fun things here. Like this one says, "Welcome to my beautiful mess." Love that. I think that's my favorite quote right now. I have another one that I'll tell you about later, but I love smiley faces. So there's all these smiley faces painted. I love how every single person has their own smiley face. So here's one right here. And there's also a smiley face over here, this little guy. And someone else did that, I didn't do that. But it's just this huge pile of my art. So this is the center. This is where my the center of the pendulum hangs, and I added all these smiley faces here. And this is the original bucket that we used for the actual pendulum. It's such I think it's so cool. There's so much paint on here. It's so heavy. It's all caked in there. And the bottom, I don't even know what that is on the bottom, but yeah, so that's the bucket. And this is the original drop cloth here. We mentioned earlier that I framed part of it. This is another chunk. Eventually I'll take some of this. It really feels like leather. There's so much paint on it. So I want to use these as book bindings. I think that'd be really cool for like an art book. And then if we look up here, these are some of my planks of wood that I use to keep my canvases off of the floor. So you see all the texture on there. It's just, you can hear it, all these lines. And then this is a mask that I use all the time. And so this is just super special. I added this so we have kind of a representation of my process. And I love all the quotes. So this is shout out to my friend Justin. This is my best friend. Wrote hi Justin and he wrote hi dad back. And I love all the messages, and I love this. I wrote I don't understand because there's just so much going on in my life. I don't know what's going on. And someone added you don't have to. And it's just so beautiful. I love it. And that's what I love about this, is that so many people, I didn't know they'd write that, and it's really awesome. So kind of moving back, we have this is the setup. This is all of my art stuff is here for people to use. So we have my actual paint. People can go crazy with it. We've got these paint brushes that got really yucky, but that's part of the fun. I don't take care of my art supplies, so no one else should. No big deal. This is another container paint, and check this out. This is my favorite part. Somebody put a paintbrush on my drill and they painted with it. It was awesome. They sent me a video. So much fun. You gotta have a studio plant. This is a variegated Croton, my favorite plant. He needs to be watered, so I'll do that later. But yeah, so this is, I put a mallet, I put a bunch of craziness. But I'm really excited. So this piece, I have some special plans for this. So I want to cut out a strip out of the very center. And so all the people that interacted with it, their art will be immortalized onto an actual painting of mine. So I want to take all that, all the texture, we've been talking about texture a lot, all of the textures they've integrated into this, paint it over black so you still get it to express through, like that second piece which I showed. And then I'm going to spray paint my favorite quote right now, which is by Picasso. It's, anything you can imagine is real. I think that is a beautiful quote that kind of sums up what I'm doing here, because this is also new to me. I've only been painting for about a year, and I started this out and imagined what I want to do, and we're getting there. That's pretty much all I got here. Appreciate everybody being here and watching my video to the very end. Feel free to drop me a like if you want or whatever else, but hope you have a great rest of your day. See you later.